All right, guys. So, hello, happy February. I don't forgot what I was about to say. Happy February. Happy Wednesday. There we go. Happy Wednesday. So, we're back again this week. I'm excited first off because it's Wednesday, the day before conference kickoff. Put a one in the comments if you have your conference ticket so that you're ready for your digital goodies that you're about to get this week. And put a two if you already have your auto ship set up to run within the next 7 days max, which is by the 7th of this month. Put a two if that's there because we already know we should be on top of that. And then put a three in the comments if you're ready and excited because I got somebody on with you guys tonight that I haven't I spoken to her, but literally seen her. It's been like 2 years since we've all been on lockdown, and she's right here in New Jersey with me. Since the last time I seen her, I believe she was presidential. I don't think we made it to ambassador. I don't think she was at ambassador by then, and now she's ambassador. She got 2.0 going. She done had two babies since I've seen her. Like it's a whole totally different person by the time we get back together. It's like time has flown by. So I felt like it was time that you guys got to hear her story and hear from her because those that are local to New Jersey know her, but a lot of you guys may not who are on my team that are not local. And I wanted you guys just to be able to hear from her. She's a big powerhouse in the Latina market, and so they all know her. But I wanted you guys to also. So welcome on, Ella.
Hi, Carissa. How are you guys?
I am awesome. Let me get you in here, and then all right, you about to blow up on the screen. Hold on. There we go. All right. So first off, thank you so much for getting on because I already know life is hectic. And I know, being a mom of two kids that's under two is definitely a challenge in itself and running a business and everything. So thank you for having time out to get on with us. Just this time, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were in that same boat of wondering, looking for the difference in our business growth and where is it going to come from and what's going to happen. And then boom, something happened and that spark hit. And next thing you know, everyone's exploding. Bonuses here, promotions here. And I know it's been a lot that you personally went through as far as leadership leaving and still growing. So you're in that same boat as me with that and still being able to thrive. So first off, just tell people a little bit of your story because they may not even know anything. So just start from scratch with them.
Okay, how are you guys? Thank you, Carissa, for your invitation. Yeah, we know each other from a long time ago, from our triads in Newark, and together we know a lot of people that have come and gone. And I think I admire Carissa a lot for her consistency. And I think both of us have been pretty consistent throughout our journeys. So I started in this business 6 years ago. I started 6 years ago. I was an HR manager when I started, and I basically just started for extra income. I went to Kane University and I had like almost $40,000 in student loan debt, and I just wanted to make some extra income to pay off that. That was my main goal. I never wanted to go full time with this or anything like that. Uh, Little by little, I started to see the vision. I would say for the first year of my business, I was doubting everything. Does this work? Do the products work? I was doubting a lot of things. But I would say around after a year is when I caught on to the vision. After about a year and a half, I was able to promote to double diamond, and then I decided to leave my job. I decided to quit my job and go full time with it works. I know that was like very risky, but I felt like I could make an impact in this company. Like Carissa said, like empowering other Latinas. Most of my team, I would say 96% only speak Spanish. They don't even speak English. And most of them were cleaning houses. They were housekeepers. They worked 2-3 jobs. So it was my dream. And I felt like this business was going to allow me to empower those women. So I quit my job. I went full time with this. And then I would say like after probably 3 years, I went presidential, and I stayed presidential for a long, long time until last year. Last year, I feel like I was invited to the premiere. Mark invited me to the premiere. I was one of the chosen. I just saw the vision, all these people, like how they changed their life, how much money they were making. I feel like I just started asking myself, like, why not me? Why can't I do that? Why can't the Latinas on my team do that? Why can't we have other Latinas that are making thousands a month? You know, it doesn't matter where we came from. It doesn't matter if they were cleaning houses. It doesn't matter. So I think we just ran with that vision. And last year we were promoted to ambassador. I was able to pay off the debt. I was able to build this house. We bought a second house. I'm all about like empowering people through money. Like I don't want to just make a bunch of money and buy cars and buy all these things, because you're just filling yourself with things, you know. We were able to invest and buy a second home. We bought a second home, a rental property that right now we're renting, so we're getting another stream of income. And at the end of the day, that is my ultimate goal. I want to keep buying other properties, and this business is giving me that foundation for me to put money down, for me to finance and just keep growing that way, because my ultimate goal is to retire my husband, but I want him to come home while we're having like a really steady income of like these rental properties that we're gonna do. That's my ultimate goal. So that's a little bit of my story. I know I kind of like say it here like really quick, but 6 years ambassador diamond. I'm diamond 2.0 right now, and I feel like I have a really, really strong team. I have 5 Latinas on the top 150, which is like so something that it makes me so proud. And like and together we are changing what it means to be a Latina, you know, to be an immigrant and have first generation Latina women making thousands a month, talking about investments, things like that. So I feel like this business has allowed me to live my dream, to really make the impact that I always wanted to make.
I love it. And because I know so much of your story, I'm able to fill in on the areas that's need be. So you also weren't born here, right?
No, I wasn't born here. I came here when I was 20.
Okay. And then besides that, like I've also got to know her team too, which makes it even more special because when you see so many people get started with the business, you see their growth, and then next thing you know, you're watching online, you're like, on, whoa, you get to see how so many people have been able to grow with the business just by their consistency, continuing to show up and stay close to the pot, stay around the people that you need to stay around to grow your business. Something okay. Hold on. Got it. There we go. And so many things that you have great things that you do that I'm still to this day, I've probably written about 4 books on Facebook since we've last spoken. I've done it about 4 times. So you're great at sharing your story in different manners on Facebook where it's not the same story every day. It's a different part of your life, but you're able to do that in so many different ways. And it just it's still to this day something I'm still working on. So if you can just share with us, I guess, small tips in reference to sharing your story, because you're able to do it a lot and make a way of how to explain not only just the story, but you grasp it back into the business and how it's done this to be able to do that where now you can too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So can you
Okay.
get like,
Yeah. So like I feel that to write your story and like raise your hand if you think you're not creative enough, to write or to do TikToks or to do reels with your story. Raise your hand, okay? Because that's me. I don't consider myself creative, okay? I don't consider myself creative, okay? So one tool that I'm gonna give you is like grab a piece of paper, okay? If you guys wanna write notes on this, grab a piece of paper and make a line in the middle, okay? Make a line in the middle. On the left side, you're gonna write all your struggles, okay? Everybody has struggles. You're gonna write all your struggles, all the hard times that you went through, So I will write something like, I'm an orphan. I came here when I was 20. My parents passed away. I didn't speak English. I'm an immigrant. I will write like all the struggles that I went through, right? And everybody has the struggles that they went through, right? You had a tough childhood. I don't know, you have difficult kids. For Carissa, I know Carissa talks about her son, right? Like things like that. What are some of the struggles that you have been through? Okay, because I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, just make a note of all the struggles. The more sincere and open that you can be, the more that you're going to connect with somebody else. Okay, so make a list of all the struggles. Just think about 3 or 4 things that you have gone over, or things that you have I don't know, like accomplished, or something that was hard for somebody else or for you. And then on the right side, and as you remember, you can keep adding things into this, okay? And then on the right side, you want to make a list of your hobbies. Like, what are some of the things that you like? What, maybe you like cooking, maybe you like, I don't know. I don't like cooking, but I have to cook for my son, for my toddler. So, you know, I make videos about that. So what are some of the things that you enjoy, that are your hobbies that you like? Make it a goal to write like at least 3 or 5 things. Okay, so like, for example, like on my struggle side, I wrote how I couldn't pay my card, how like sometimes if I was waiting online on the grocery store, I will start getting nervous because I didn't know if my card was gonna decline. Okay, so those were some struggles that I know a lot of people can relate with, right? Okay, so you can keep adding on to that, right? You can keep adding on to that. So every single struggle or the hobbies that you wrote in there, every single one of those is gonna give you an idea to write your story, like Carissa was saying, and that you can use it towards a TikTok, or you can use it towards a reel. Okay, right now, Facebook Reels, that's the big thing. That's like where I'm getting most of my customers. I completed my first $4,000 bonus thanks to Reels. Okay, but one thing I tell my team, and I'm gonna tell you, you have to make a difference. People don't buy the product, people buy you, right? So like I see Denise here, people buy Denise, people buy Alexandra, people buy Leah. People don't buy It Works because there's a million people out there that sell It Works. So how do you differentiate? How do you have people trust you and come to you to buy from you? Okay, I always tell people I can be selling rocks. People will still buy from me because people know who I am. Okay, because that's why in my videos I don't even mention It Works. I never mention the word It Works. Like, people don't even know what I do. They need to message me. They need to find out what actually I do. Okay, so why did I have you write those things on the paper? So you're gonna choose from one of those aspects that's gonna give you different ideas. Okay, because sometimes we're like running, and you don't even know what to write. So now you have a list of places where to write from. Okay, so let's choose the example that I gave you before, being standing on the at the grocery store and not being able to have enough money. Okay, so I told you a little bit about my story, right? Like, I'm an ambassador diamond now. I'm retired. We own 2 houses. We paid off debt. We're in a really good place financially, but it wasn't always like that. Okay, so when I write my story, I always put myself in the place of those struggles. Okay, what formula do you want to follow when you write your story? You always want to write where I was, and you want to write this down too. Okay, like where I was before, where I am now, and where I'm headed. Those would be like a guideline to write your story: where I was, where I am now, and where I'm headed. Okay, and the 4th line will be, who do I want to help? Okay, where I was, where I am now, where I'm headed, and who do I want to help? Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. Okay, where I was, I remember those days when I used to be standing at the grocery line, checking my balance like 2-3 times, shaking, thinking, I hope my car is not gonna decline, checking my balance and being afraid that my car was gonna decline. That's where I was, where I am. Because of that, I decided to join a business. I decided to join an online business, even though I have no experience, and at least I am able to earn $200 to $300 from home. Where I'm headed right now, my goal is to be able to pay off debt and be able to buy myself a home. Who do I want to help? And I'm looking for 3 women like me who are tired of being at the grocery store, not knowing if their car is going to decline or not. If that's you, I want you to message me or comment below. Okay? So that's how you write your story. Okay? So you're going to choose from one of your struggles and you're going to write from where you were, where you are now, and where you're headed. And at the end, you're going to close it with what type of person you want to help. Okay? That's very different from, I just opened 5 spots, like I've just opened 5 spots on my team, I'm hiring, like that's totally different from that. Like everybody, like I always tell my team, that's like a market, like here's my bread, it's so cheap, buy it. No, like you want to make yourself different, right? So who is going to write to me? I'm going to receive messages on my inbox from people who are going to say, Marcela, your story really touched me. You know, today I actually had to put some groceries back because I'm not able to afford it. I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to tell anybody, but how does your business actually work? Can you help me out? So the more vulnerable and open and willing you are of sharing your story, the more you're going to connect with people. Okay? And I always say, and write this down, like your success, the things you have accomplished, that can be like, that can impress somebody, but that's not gonna connect with anybody. So you will not see me writing something like, look at me, I am an ambassador diamond, look at me, I make thousands, look at me, I have 2 houses, la la la, join my team. Because people are gonna say, so what? Like, good for you, congratulations. People are gonna say, like, I don't care, good for you. I don't write that. I write constantly from my struggles, like what made me get started on this, right? And now that I am a mom, now that I'm a mother, I write down about, like, I can't imagine having to wake up my son, take him to a daycare, leaving him with someone else to raise him while I'm working for somebody else. That's why I started this business, because I want to be able to be a present mom, even though I am not one now. I know eventually I will be. If you're one of those women that is tired of leaving their son with somebody else, I want you to message me. Let's figure out together if this is the right opportunity for you and you're the right fit for my team. A picture of you and your son. Okay, and then you're gonna receive messages like, oh my God, you know, like I hate waking up. Everybody, like I always say, everybody is meant to help someone. And the more open and vulnerable and close to you that you are, you're gonna get to connect to those people that you're meant to help. If I'm just going to, I don't know, to like some Ambassador Diamond page and I'm copying everything she's writing, I'm not being myself. Okay, I'm not being myself. Who are the type of people I constantly write about being an immigrant? You know, I write things like, who told you that you're supposed to work 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 jobs to be able to make a living? Who told you that the American dream is cleaning bathrooms and working for somebody else? I was tired of living that way, and that's why I started this business. If you feel like me, I want you to message me. Okay, I didn't write anything about being Ambassador Diamond. I make 20,000 a month, blah, 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 blah. I didn't write about any of that because people don't care about that. Okay, so that is going to give you an idea. Okay, so your struggles are going to be a great place to write from, your hobbies as well. But I find that your struggles are something that is going to make you connect with people, being vulnerable. Okay, now you can translate that into TikToks. Okay, TikToks, Reels is like all the same thing, right? So when I do a TikTok, I always tell my team, I hate, like in Spanish we use a word that is called mamitas, like moms. everybody's like, moms that want to work from home, moms that want to work from home. I'm like, oh my God, like you need to be you. You need to be you. Like stop being like everybody else on TikTok. You need to be you. So how do I translate that into my TikTok? I can probably even show you a video. I put like some pictures of when I just got here from Ecuador, you know, just like me standing there. And I put just 6 years ago, I was an immigrant struggling to make a living. I joined this business and now I get to work from home. If you want to do the same, message me, because that was my struggle, right? Or then I can do the same thing in a TikTok of a grocery line. It can be me paying something at Walmart, and it can be something like, I remember 6 years ago, I couldn't even pay my grocery bill. Now I get to work from home. If you want to learn how to do it, message me. Okay, so all the story that you wrote can translate into all these different social media outlets.
That was genius. That was genius. It's the part about listing everything. It helps so much more with putting it together to make the whole thing complete. That was all. I think that was that game changed for me. And it's crazy how the simplicity of things, guys, this is something that everybody can do. You literally can do that. And I love the fact that you're able to break that down like that. That helped me so much. I tell you, that helped me so much. I can write. I know everyone. Put a 4 in the comments if you can write at least 20 struggles, either past or present. You've had some struggles, so this should be definitely easy to be able to accomplish. I mean, it can be in weight, it can be in life, it can be like she told you, it can be with your kids, it can be with anything. There's a struggle that exists, if either now or in the past. It exists. You just gotta dig and find it, but it definitely exists. As well as the same thing with your hobbies. You got some stuff you do, you just don't realize you do it. Just pay attention. You can do it. So I love how everyone is pushing you towards being yourself and not so much being a copycat of being someone else. It makes you find you and not try to be someone else instead of your genuine self. So, oh, thank you so much for that. Dang, that tied up a ton of what I was going to go over and ask you. That just like
And Carissa, let me just say something. For your story, you can do the same thing for the products, okay? When I see people just writing like, oh, my gummies, lose weight, la, 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 that doesn't connect, okay? Like I'm a mom that I have a 2-month-old and I have a 2-year-old. So what do I write about? Like when I write about my struggles. I write something like, you know, when I had my second son, I look at myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the way I feel. And that's why I started taking these supplements. I'm not where I want to be, but at least I'm getting started to this healthy journey. These are my results so far. If you want to do it with me, message me. I did a video as soon as I had my son with my postpartum belly like all over the place, and it was just me turning around, and I was just saying, I'm a postpartum mom. If you want to lose weight with me, just comment. I didn't say anything about it works and they have a transformation, nothing. It was just me with all my jiggly postpartum body, and it had 3.2 million views on TikTok, and it had 4 million views on Facebook, because so many women were like, I'll do it with you. Yes, I'll do it with you. I tell my team that connects more than me putting a picture of being overweight and then all of a sudden I'm like a Barbie. People don't care about that. People want to see the struggle. What are you going to go through? And since I had the baby, I'm like, I'm going to put my belly all out there, because that's what you get. You get loose skin. I'm going to show you my journey. I'm going to show you that I'm using the wraps, and I'm going to show you little by little what I'm doing. Sometimes we think, oh, I need to be perfect. I need to be on, like, lose all this weight before I make a video. People don't relate to that. They don't relate to that. They want to see the person, the regular women that is struggling, and they're going to buy from that. Like my videos are the most viral. It's just me wearing the wrap with my belly all hanging and just saying how little by little I know eventually I will get back to my body before, but this is where I am right now. And so many women buy from me and they say, yes, I'm going to do it with you. We're going to do it together. because they can relate to what I'm saying.
I love that. And I'm already getting messages. They just ain't saying it out loud, but they feel like you're talking to them right now. And I love how you gotta just do it. You gotta stay out your comfort zone. I already sent them the video just now, so everybody just now got to see how simple it was to do that. Where all she did was literally turn sideways and show y'all the difference. Like Marcela, I watched her journey with weight loss and her using the products pregnant and continuing to still grow her business both ways. So pregnant or not pregnant, still was growing this business, utilizing products. And her snapback is just like ridiculous. Like, she is definitely doing great with results for that. So I hope the videos, yes, the video is amazing. So you see what she did. She literally turned sideways. That's all she did. She turned
Yeah,
sideways.
it was a very simple video, and something else I tell my team, like, I know sometimes we're in the hurry and we think, oh my god, I should just post about it works, and I should just post about the products, and I should just post about the business, and that's all I should post about. But I try to post about other things, right? Like, I talk about hobbies and struggles, right? So I like to cook healthy for my son. This is something that I like, right? So I do videos, because I'm talking about videos too, right? About like little small recipes for toddlers. I had postpartum depression, heavy postpartum depression. Like, I take antidepressants for it. And in the Latin community, that's something you don't talk about. You don't talk about, you just push through, right? So I made a video talking about my postpartum depression and how like breastfeeding sucks, and I was crying. And so many women started commenting on that, so many women started following for that. So who do I have following me now? I have women that want to learn recipes about toddlers. I have women that know motherhood is very difficult and nobody talks about it. I have women that probably are contemplating about taking antidepressants. I have all these different avenues, and I have thousands of new people following because of that. So now, if I go and I post a video about the wraps or the gummies, they're gonna buy from me because they can relate to me. So one of those videos can get me thousands of followers rather than just me doing like eat works and raps and eat works and raps. Like, I try to gain my followers from who I am and what I'm sharing, and then I'll throw like a rap video or a coffee video or a gummies video. So like right now it's out of control to be able to reply, because like thank the Lord that I have so many messages, but it's because I don't just do it works. Like, I'm not all it works. I'm a mom. I'm postpartum right now. I have a 2-year-old and all of this other stuff. And that's what I post about. And then in between all of that, it goes my It Works journey. It's not the other way around.
I love that. And so I know it's definitely been a struggle of being able to do both uh momhood and babies under 2, and and we definitely see it within the It Works community, when everybody's staying at home, they having like 15 kids. So how is it with you juggling? They do have like 15 kids. It's like everybody just want to pop kids out. That was my thing about, staying home, worrying about that part. So how is the journey for you with motherhood and working in business? Have you found a balance, or is it, I mean, I know you're not on here 24/7, so
Yeah. So it has been hard. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. Like, motherhood is brutal. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that enough. They make it sound like it's so beautiful and amazing. And it has its beautiful moments, but it's also very hard. Uh, I feel like I finally have a rhythm. Like, I don't know if some people here have newborns or not, but like, I know one important thing is to get them into a schedule. They need to have a schedule. Even my 3-month-old has a schedule. So get them into a nap schedule, or get them in a schedule of going to sleep at the same time. And more importantly, knowing what are your non-negotiable activities that you have to do. Okay, I know that I have to reply to messages because now I have a million messages, right? If my content wasn't so viral, maybe my non-negotiable would be sending new messages. like adding people on Facebook, adding people on Instagram, creating content on TikTok, or going live. Like, what are some of my non-negotiables that I know are gonna give me money? I have a huge team. You know, I'm an ambassador diamond. I have a diamond 2.0 account. But if I have one person messaging me about she didn't get paid the bonus, and I have another person messaging me about they have all these other questions, and I have Facebook to scroll, but I have a message pending to put a sale, I need to choose. I only have 5 minutes right now. I have 10 minutes right now. What do I need to do? Okay. I feel like when we waste time, I don't know but me, when I waste time and I get overwhelmed is when I sit down and I start answering to this one and this other one and this other one. Like I always say, your emergency, I know this sounds bad, but like your emergency is not my emergency. The fact that you're messaging me 20 times because you have this problem doesn't mean that I have that problem. I have my son, he just went to sleep and I have 20 minutes. Guess what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna take care of the thing that's gonna pay me. I'm gonna take care of that message. I'm gonna take care of the thing that's gonna pay me. And this message is gonna have to wait. So I tell my team, I have pending messages right now. I tell my team, listen, I'm gonna message you later tonight because I have a meeting. I have to put my kids to bed, and then later on I'll check your message. But I'll make sure that I put in an order. I make sure that I ask for a host to post because that's what makes me a living. And I have to give a priority to that, right? So I feel like that would be my tip of organization, because sometimes when you think I'm all day working this business, that's not true. You're all day scrolling, you're on TikTok, you're on Facebook, you're wasting time. You should not be on this business all day. Like I'm an ambassador diamond and I'm not on this business all day. If I have 20 minutes, I know what I'm gonna do, right? I know what I'm gonna do, but it all comes from having a clear goal. Like, what is your goal? You know, I gave myself a goal. Of making the $4,000 bonus in January. This month, I wanna earn 2 of those bonuses. So for me, I'm not waiting for end of the month. Like by this week, I need to be able to complete that second bonus, right? So what am I doing to get those customers? Like, what am I doing? Everything else can wait. Everything else can wait. I need to be able to get those sales first, and then everything else can be second. So I think it comes from your goal. I think kind of went like around, but you have to choose a goal. You have to decide what do you want to work on, and that's going to determine what your non-negotiables are. So before I had a lot of viral videos, I was going live on TikTok, or I was going live on Facebook every day, 1 hour a day. That was a non-negotiable because I know I will always get sales from my live. So I was doing that. Like my throat will hurt. I didn't know what else to say, but that was a non-negotiable for me for a long time. You know, so just keep doing the actions that's going to generate you sell until you become super viral, and then you're like, oh my God, I have all these messages. You just got to take the actions that are going to generate you sales.
I love that. Someone just asked me, and I forgot myself. How did you join? You joined from a party, right?
No, it's actually crazy how I joined. I had a good job, like I was working as an HR manager, but I was like, I was thinking like, God, I need to do something else too, but I don't want to get a second job. Maybe I should become like a YouTuber or something. I was thinking about doing social media, but I didn't know what. I didn't know anything about network marketing. For an entire year, I pray, I journal. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? Maybe I should become like a life coach. I wanted like a part-time income, but I didn't want to get another job. So for a year, then I started talking with other people who do network marketing, different companies. I looked at the compensation plans because I'm very red, and nothing really convinced me. I'm like, you know, for the Latin community, you need to have a product that is cheap, that gives you fast results, you know, like something that is new to market. So I was looking at different things, and that's when I saw like a random person posting about It Works, and I didn't know anybody. And I messaged her, this girl. This girl said, no, I don't do it anymore. And she connected me to Leah. Leah was my leader. Leah had never enrolled somebody that was like Latina, never. It was weird for her to enroll somebody like that, but it was basically like that. I searched and I searched and I searched. and I felt like this company was the right fit for me.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I
she,
searched for a year.
so you're like one of those unicorns that went looking for us, and you
Yeah.
stumbled, and that's when wow. I can't, I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that story. Okay, I hope that answered that question about that. One last thing, beginning. What are the things you need to do to get started with the month right? I know you said besides auto ship, they know that already. They already know auto ship is key. You're supposed to be doing that anyway. But you mentioned the goals. Have your goals in place for your 4-in-1, knowing exactly what you want to accomplish. But what okay, so darn ADD man. So what exactly did you feel like needs to be done to accomplish that? Like what should you be doing right now? Focus more on the one or on the four or just trying to do as much as possible the first week? I know everybody got strategies.
Okay, so I would say, like, at the beginning of the month, you need to choose a goal. Okay, when they first launched this program, I know everybody was confused, and I confused mine always says no. My team was like, "Oh, what should we do? Should we do the 4-1? Should we do the rank? Should we do this? Should we do?" I'm like, just run with it. I'm like, this is gonna be simple. Just run with it. And so many people on my team wasted time, and I was the first Latina to earn this bonus because I'm like, I'm not waiting for this, okay? I'm not waiting for this. I'm just going for it, and I will just figure it out as I go, okay? So what I would tell you is choose a goal. How many bonuses can you earn? Because you guys can earn more than one. If you put it in your mind that, oh, the end of March, I have until the end of March to do this. No, you don't. Okay, choose how many bonuses you want to earn. You can earn one a month easily. Okay, guys, this is 90% mentality. 90, if you don't believe in yourself, put yourself some affirmations, look at yourself in the mirror, wake up, read some personal development. Like I really love Ashley. I forget what her last name is, but she has a podcast. Like, number one, you have to believe that you're able to do this. You have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, you're not going to work for it. If you don't believe that you can earn more than once, you're not even going to try. You're going to sabotage yourself. Okay. So you have to believe it. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what do I have? What does Marcela have that I don't have? I have the same thing as you guys. I have the same thing as you guys. I don't have nothing different. I just believe it. Okay. I believe that we all serve a big God. We're all daughters and we're all children of God. So I have nothing different. Everything that I have inside of me, you have inside of you. So you just have to decide that you're going to go for that bonus. Okay. The strategy that I like to do is I like to enroll those 4 customers, right? Those four customers, one distributor. And then, because every 4-1 allows you to earn three $350 bonuses, right? You guys know that. I get 4-1, and that allows me to earn three $350 bonuses. So I work on my 4-1 first, and then I work on those 350 bonuses. Okay. How do I help the distributor? I tell the distributor from the get-go, like, we're gonna get you this distributor. You gotta earn yourself $350. We're gonna start messaging. Give me a list of 20 people that you think need the money, will be good with this business. We start messaging people right away. Okay. I said, get me on a call. Get me on a call or get me on a Zoom with somebody that you think will be great for this business. And I close them. I jump on them and say, hey, I don't know, hey, Leah, how are you? I'm Maria's leader. You're not going to tell you everything about this opportunity. I do this, blah, 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 blah. Let's get you started on the products. Like, I close the distributor for them because this person is still new. So I tell them, get me on a call with them, get me on a Zoom with them. Get me on a call with them, and I close it. So that's how I'm making sure that they get their one distributor. Okay. We also do weekly. Every week we have an opportunity event. Okay. We have a Zoom opportunity event every week where one leader is speaking about the products and about the business. So all the new people know to get their potentials to the next opportunity event, which happens every Wednesday at 9:30. Okay, so people are always moving potentials from conversation, from exposure to exposure. I talk to the leader, maybe I say no right now, so I'm going to invite her to an opportunity event. Maybe she says no right now, then I'm going to invite her next week, because every week we have different leaders speaking. Okay, so that's my strategy, having them come to an opportunity event, or me closing the sale for them. Being super aggressive about that. Okay, so those are my strategies. And I feel that with this bonus, is very focused, very customer driven. Like, you have to focus on customers a lot, because you need to get 12 customers under you. So I'm not focusing so much on distributors right now, because I know I'm gonna help my distributor close her distributor if I follow these steps. What I'm focusing mainly right now is on customers. Okay, and for customers, I'm following the strategies that I gave you before. Okay, and a big platform, guys, right now is Reels on Facebook. If you're not doing that, you need to get that started. Okay, you can just download your videos from TikTok if you're doing TikTok and start reposting them. Right now, Facebook is even paying for Reels, because they're trying to compete with TikTok. There's people on my team who make $2,000 a month just from Reels. Once you start posting every day consistently on Reels, Facebook is going to invite you to join their creative whatever, and then you make money from your Reels. So you can make money both ways. I have this one girl, Lydia, on my team. She's making $1,900, $2,000, $2,300 from Facebook every month. So you can make money both ways.
Wow. Oh, you just gave me so much, and I hope everyone has learned something. I'm getting so much feedback. I love so many different ideas that we have to implement. And like I tell you guys, every single Zoom, it makes zero sense to get on here if you're not going to implement what you learn. Utilize what you're learning. You're not just going to write this stuff down and throw it to the side. You, sorry, I don't know if y'all heard that snore. Utilize what you learn. Yeah, the kid in the bed with me, Marcela. Get to that stage where they don't leave. So definitely utilize what you learn. As she just told you, Facebook Reels, utilize all the platforms, because you never know who you're running to. You never know who's looking for something and run across you, just like Marcella. So you never know. Anything you want to leave us with before we get off?
I would just say, like, guys, like, have a big vision, like, if people will like, I was just going through my memories today, when you get Facebook memories and you look at stuff like that. And I remember back in the day, like, dreaming about being top 150 or being invited to those things and, like, speaking on stage. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. That's so cool. And then, I was able to speak on stage, and our team is top 30 and la 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 la. And I'm like, what's different from me now than then? And the only difference is the belief. Okay, I used to see myself so small, like, oh, I wish I was like those people. Look at all of those people, like, wow, look at how much money they make. Wow, what is the difference now to then? It's just the belief. Like, one day I just woke up and I'm like, I deserve to be there too. I deserve to have my team there as well. Why can't I just be like an Ashley Mayfield? Why can't I be like those people? So one day I just decided, I don't know, it's like something, a switch went off for me or something. And I decided, okay. And one thing I tell you guys, I have a business coach. Outside of it works, I pay for personal development because I came from a very poor background. Like, I'm telling you guys, I was an orphan. I grew up with like 5, 6 different families. I never seen people having like money in my family. Not something normal. So I had to pay for a business coach to help me step away from my comfort zone to be able to see myself as bigger. So whether you can do a coach or you can start reading books about money mindset or affirmations or something that you feel is having you like stuck, you have to grow your mindset and you have to decide that those bonuses, that those big ranks, they are for you as well. You just have to make that decision, because we all serve a big God. We serve a big God. We just have to be like, God, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. And then you just grab yourself and you run. And with the business, you don't build the business one day to another, but you do build it daily. What are the actions that you're going to do daily? Like I tell the people on my team right now, it's even with makeup and all of that, but my business is built behind the scenes, where people don't see the messages that people don't see. I send when I wake up at 7 in the morning after I was up every 2 hours with my 2-month-old. I wake up to send those messages. What's like people don't see? That's what's building my business. So just choose yourself a big goal. Conferences this week. They're gonna announce new things. Trust in God that He wants you to do something big. And if you feel there is something in your way, then invest in yourself. Personal development, coach, books. That is the best investment that is gonna pay off, because once you can open your mind to what you're capable of, then there will be nothing stopping you.
Rusty, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I appreciate the authenticity of your own personal story. I've been in networks for 20 years full time, and having that a specific plan of action, which is a finite plan of action that you got, and you show if you work the job for somebody else, you're going to show up, punch the clock, and they're going to have you on their plan. She's just got really great at putting her own plan in it, and that purpose you got, serving a big God, and know He's got something bigger in your life prepared for you, because exactly what you're doing, your children, everybody else is watching you. And when you grow up, when your children grow up, they're going to become just like you. And you're going to wonder why they are making it or why they are not. Well, right now, you're the one that's instilling that value system or the lack of value in your kids and your entire surroundings. But authenticity is what I got out of your story. Just be yourself, be real. Don't try to be just, I got 6 more spots. That always just irked me just a little bit. 6 more spots. No, I got business partners that I'm partnering with. I don't have any spots, and I'm gonna promise you. And Marcela, I guarantee you'll come along with me. Is when I got 6 more spots. That's people that want to hurry up and join, and you go and do all the work for them, and so they can get rich. But if you got somebody who wants to join your team and become part of a winning team, they'll match your effort with their own effort, and we win together. One is just too small of a number to win, but I don't have any time to waste on people that's not going where I'm going. That don't mean I don't like you. I need the people that's going to meet me at least 50% of the way. We're building a product story. 1, I've got a great product story. Number 2, not only the product story, people buy, like she said, they buy you. They're going to buy your consistency. Are you showing up every single day? Are you showing up when you feel like it? Are you just playing in this social media circus or just for entertainment? It's not entertainment for me. I can't run the business of my size. There's a lot of demand. And I do like the fact that she says, I do 3-way phone calls to help my distributors. You're that third party validation for your distributors, and they're learning because she's actually coaching her new distributors exactly like she's being coached by her business coach. And that becomes what? Contagious. And that means you're all in. And I'm really proud. The last time I saw you, I was in New Jersey about 2 years ago. We had the event over there. It's great to see you again. Thank you so much for coming on our team Zoom tonight. And I'm just so proud of you. And I'm proud of your consistency. I'm proud of how much I've seen you grow since I was over in Jersey a couple years ago. And you know what? Just thank God for you. And I love that you got the Latino market, and you're a very strong leader in such a market. In fact, it's the fastest growing market that we have right now is in the Latino market. Because I'm gonna tell you, one thing I understand about the Latinos, they will work your butt off. They will work you into the ground because they're extremely go get it. Because one thing she just said, she wasn't privileged to be born in America. Foster families, no money. She never saw it, but she knew it was there. And the one thing she gave the credit to, it really excited me. We serve a big God, and He has a bigger purpose for you. And now she's a mother of 2 since I saw you. And she's built in her second spot is coming up. But I love your business acumen, that CEO mentality that you've taken over. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to accomplish. And you're not letting nothing stand in your way. I appreciate it. And thank you for coming on our Zoom tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
So am I like turning off the recording before you spill some?